Why are we here? Why am I here? Growing up, these questions were answered for us. Parents, teachers, media, culture, and society at large taught us who we were and where we fit into the world. These structures gave us an identity, an idea of who we are, and an understanding of what is accepted and what is not accepted. I grew up in Miami, Florida, with two brothers, one a year older and one a year younger, with an American mother and a Cuban father. Hispanic and locker room culture taught me early on that in order to be a man, I had to wear a mask. My environment confirmed that I was not accepted nor good enough as I was. I needed to be something that I was not in order to be validated, to be accepted, to be loved, and to belong. As a boy, I wasn't supposed to be so sensitive or emotional. I was supposed to be hard, be tough, be strong, physically and mentally, which left no room for silly or girly emotions. That is not human. I want the world to know that gender doesn't have to be so limiting. Being a boy doesn't limit you to embodying certain traits. Same goes for being a girl. I see being non-binary as an act of rebellion, as an act of freeing yourself from the stranglehold of the gender binary. Why don't we all just be? Just exist as our fullest, most authentic selves? Growing up, rarely was my sensitive nature encouraged. Many men especially made sure that I knew to be shameful of or hide these traits. In essence, telling me that I needed to wear the same mask that they were taught to wear, likely by their fathers and their father's father before them. I continue to work through the shame and guilt that I carry with me when I show this side of myself to others, especially other men. What if gender wasn't a thing? What if we were encouraged to be our truest selves? What if our labels did not define us? Not man or woman, boy or girl, just human. Humans with different tastes, interests, perspectives, styles, colors, strengths, weaknesses, likes and dislikes. Each of us uniquely different and celebrated for those differences. What kind of world would we live in? But don't wait for someone else to give you permission to be yourself. You might be waiting in eternity. Give yourself permission. Break the chain. You are enough just as you are. I have a very obvious reminder to myself that I give myself permission to be as I am. I allow and encourage myself to show all my colors. I have the power to free myself from the guilt and fear that has followed me from my past. I know that getting a tattoo won't change anything, but it's the decision to incorporate this idea onto my body and into my life that speaks to me. The decision to at least try to free myself of the thoughts and beliefs that attempt to belittle me and doubt myself, especially those that are fearful of not conforming to the status quo. Others do not define you. Your past does not define you. You define you. What stories do I continue to tell myself about past experiences? Replaying and reminding myself of these experiences may make me feel safe because I'm aware of what has hurt me in the past. But they're guiding my present day and future life outlook based on a few bad experiences in the past. It's way easier said than done, but if you can live every day like it's a brand new day, evaluating what beliefs from your past you continue to hold on to, and make a conscious effort to silence fear-based thinking, I think your future self will thank you for it. I think when you do die, you'll be proud of the fact that you lived your life freely, open to vulnerability, open to love and forgiveness, and unapologetically you.
God damn! Speaking to the choir, my boy! Hell yeah!
I love it, man. I love to see it. For real, for real. All right, what's next? Purpose? I think so. Here lies your unlived self. I will define the unlived self as the self that lives in a constant state of fear and suffering. The self that chooses to live their life governed by other people's beliefs, whether those beliefs benefit or harm them. Outside of the walls that the unlived self has built, there is beauty, there's freedom, there's peace. But the unlived self will never fully experience these feelings so long as they continue playing someone else's game and living someone else's life, agreeing to a set of rules that does not serve them, but giving every ounce of themselves to maintain the image that they in fact have it all together. What if you suddenly learned that today would be your last day alive? How would you choose to live it? If today was my last day alive, I'd feel a lot less pressure. I've been taught for many years that our jobs give us a major sense of purpose in our lives. I'm 21 years old. I have one class left to take before I graduate from college in the fall. I'm working, saving up money to be able to live, survive, and support myself on my own. I'm working at a job that I don't see myself at for the long term, but it's the best opportunity I've gotten so far. It's getting me by for now, but I don't want to just get by. I want to live. I want to thrive. I want to enjoy my time on this earth. If this was my last day alive, is this how I'd want to live it? Why does it seem like I'm asking for too much? And I will not take "that's just how the world works" for an answer. I say I have a plan for the future, a vision for how my first few years out of college will go. Entering college, I also had a plan, an idea of how these past 4 years would go. I couldn't have ever guessed what would end up being my reality. Life throws so many fucking roadblocks at you. Little ones, big ones. There's always going to be some resistance in your way. I've sometimes said I wish there was a rulebook to life. A textbook or PDF that detailed every query a human could ever have. But there's never going to be a rulebook to life. It just will never exist. Life has too much nuance, too much change, too much individuality. The definition of life itself has 8 billion different interpretations. Into the trillions if you count those before us and after us. No one will ever be able to define this properly. This thing we call life. No one will ever have all the answers. No one will ever really know what's going on. We will forever be flawed. There will forever be uncertainty. Living on a speck of rock, orbiting around an ordinary star in an unforgiving galaxy and an ever-expanding universe. We are so fucking small. We are so insignificant. Why are we here? Why am I here? Experiencing consciousness. I can offer no answer other than to exist. To exist, in spite of the pain, in spite of the confusion, in spite of the horror, the sadness, the anger, the fear. To exist at this moment in time, in this place we call home, in this body we call our own. To exist in spite of everything against us. To exist just as you are.